Hey guys, so today I'm going to make a video on foods that help with abdominal bloating and water retention. Now, I get asked this question rather often, especially since I started my weight loss journey, because it seemed as though my stomach fat was the first fat to go when I did, really take my weight loss journey serious. And that is because, that's when I started really researching food, the study of foods, and the effect that certain foods has on the body. That's not what I'm going to school for. So I figured I'd hop on here and share with you guys what works for me personally. So I'm going to go ahead. Foods that are good for abdominal bloating, okay? So abdominal bloating and water retention, they do go hand in hand, but some foods work more for just abdominal bloating and cleaning you out, as foods for water retention help with like unnecessary swelling. Now I know I get a lot of water retention in my legs. So when my legs are more swollen than usual, that's when I know, okay, I need to eat some things to help with that. Now, as far as bloating goes, sometimes we just need like a little detox to help just kind of clean us out, because a lot of times abdominal bloating comes from backed up stool in our intestines, and I know that sounds disgusting, but it's true. So when you see like the older people who their stomach literally looks like they're like 9 months pregnant, that's just backed up stool in there that needs to be cleaned out, right? So foods that are good for abdominal bloating. I have here, let me see, I have bananas, right? I only have one banana left. I ate like 2 or 3 yesterday. Now bananas are amazing for abdominal bloating. Bananas are good for cleaning you out. Bananas are good for abdominal cramping. Now it's good to eat them ripe like this. And I know to some people they will never touch a brown banana, but they'll touch other things. But brown bananas are the best way to eat them. They have the most health benefits in them. You can go ahead and Google them. Google it, look it up. Good stuff, especially for abdominal bloating. I ate like 2 or 3 bananas yesterday and feel pretty good. The next thing, my absolute favorite food, and I mean my favorite fruit is avocados. Okay, now this is a huge avocado. I actually found this at a Spanish supermarket here in Florida, and they're called Dominican avocados, and I'm absolutely crazy for them. So avocados are amazing for your stomach health, for your intestinal health, for your microbiome in your gut. It is a healthy fat, and I will make another video on healthy fats, but to break it down briefly, when I first started losing weight, I was so afraid to eat avocados, because they have they're high fat, they have a high fat content. So I was afraid, if I consume any fat, it's gonna keep me from losing weight. Little did I know, when you consume healthy natural fats, it helps your body to release the unnatural saturated and trans fats that our body's holding on to from all the junk food that we eat on a normal basis. So the more natural fats you eat, the easier it is for your body to release the unnatural fats that we hold on to, if that makes sense. I'll go ahead and make another video on that though. Avocados, amazing for abdominal bloating. I mean, this is a superfood, it really is. I eat 1 avocado a day. These are huge, so I eat half of them, 1/2 a day. Usually I buy the smaller ones that are easier to find. Those I eat 1 a day. Really, it just keeps everything just, working correctly, The next food, apples. So apples kind of go hands in hand with the next thing I was going to say, was foods high in fiber, right? So we want to make sure we're getting foods that are high in fiber, and if you want a list of foods that are high in fiber, just go ahead and Google it. We have phones right at our fingertips. You can find out anything you want to find out. Avocados, I'm trying to think of other ones. Foods that kind of make you just go to the bathroom almost immediately. I know they make me help go to the bathroom. That's good in fiber. So I do not recommend fiber supplements, right? So your doctor, if you have constipation or diarrhea, the first thing your doctor recommends, okay, go buy a fiber supplement from Walmart and take it, okay? The problem with fiber supplements is that sometimes we might take too much, or we might not take not enough, and so it either worsens the problem or it doesn't help the problem, or then you'll go from constipation to diarrhea, diarrhea to constipation, and there's never a happy medium. So the best way to knock that out of your system is to just go straight to natural fiber, you know, and apples have such a high content in fiber, and as of other, you know, broccoli, and, you know, you look it up, you'll see. When we consume enough fiber naturally, our digestive system flows naturally, like it flows good, you know. So bloating can also come from constipation, even diarrhea at times. You know, when something's not right in our stomach, usually because it's asking for fiber. Okay, so good to know. Apples. Next one. Let me see, I had a list here. Oh, ginger. I don't have any ginger with me. So ginger is one of those superfoods that's actually pretty good for water retention and abdominal bloating. Usually what I like to do is I like to cut up the ginger root, put it in some boiling water, let it steam for a bit, and then drink it as a tea. And when I tell you, I mean water retention, everything just right out of my system. It's amazing. Cucumbers. Cucumbers are good. Apple cider vinegar. Now I don't have any with me. I actually left my big bottle in New York, and I've yet to replace it. But I remember when I was religiously taking a shot of apple cider vinegar every morning, that helped also to just kind of get things going, get things flowing. You know, pooping regularly is your best friend. It is. And if you're the type of person that only poops once a day, that's not natural. It's good that you're at least pooping once a day, but you want to poop at least 3 times a day. And I know that's TMI, whatever. I poop at least 3 to 5 times a day, and it's regular stool, you know, and that's because I'm eating foods that's constantly helping my digestive system to release stool instead of holding onto it. We have to remember stool is toxins that your body did not want, right? Your body already absorbed all the vitamins and nutrients from the food that we're consuming. The stool that's left for you to poop out is what your body didn't want, right? That's what your body didn't want to absorb for your health, right? So it's all toxins in there. So if you're only pooping once a day, all those toxins are staying in your body. You know, that's not healthy, especially if you're a meat eater or a dairy consumer. So, you know, pooping is your best friend, and to kind of dabble onto that, apple cider vinegar, yeah, helps clean you out. Amazing, amazing, amazing for abdominal bloating. I also used to have the apple cider vinegar capsules. Those are really good too. The next thing, kind of going back to fiber, is chia seeds and flax seeds. Now, I have chia seeds here. I have some flax seeds here, okay? These are amazing. You can add them onto anything. I used to add them on top of salads. I used to add them to my smoothies. I'm actually going to try this detox drink later today, where you put the chia seeds inside the water and you put some lemon slices in it, and you let that sit for like 30 minutes or so. The chia seeds have a tendency of like blowing up, you know, once it absorbs water, and then we're able to drink it, and it's amazing for your digestive system. Highly recommend you look that up. Maybe I'll do a video on that as well. The next thing is teas. Okay, so teas. Now, I am an absolute tea fanatic. I mean, I drink tea all day. If I'm not drinking water, I'm drinking tea. Teas that have helped me stay, you know, help me with my stomach bloating or even water retention as well are, hold on, I'll show you. Ginger tea is one of them. I don't have ginger with me right now. Here's my kettle. I have some tea bags in it. I just went ahead and made this batch here that I have to drink. But I have peppermint tea. Peppermint tea is amazing for our bowels. I mean, absolutely amazing. It's amazing for stomach aches. It's amazing for just bloating. Now, I found this gem here a few months ago, and I really, really love it a lot. It is blueberry slim tea. It's green tea based, and it's by Yogi. I'm pretty sure you can find this at Walmart, Whole Foods, Sprouts, you know, Wegmans in upstate New York. Really good stuff. I mean, it tastes like blueberry muffins. Like, you don't even have to add anything to it. I love it so much. My other, obviously, classic is green tea. Green tea is amazing to keep your bowels going and keep your stomach, you know, clean. I don't know who else is obsessed with poop as much as I am, but, you know, Crohn's disease warrior over here, so poop has been a huge staple in my life. So now we're going to go ahead and talk about water retention and foods that are good for water retention. Now remember, I explained the difference. Usually abdominal bloating has a lot to do with either water retention or backed up stool in our system. Once we take care of the backed up stool, now we have to worry about the water retention. So what foods are good for water retention? What do I have? My biggest thing, the first thing that comes to mind, peppers, right? Peppers is good for inflammation. Peppers is good for water retention. Peppers, I mean, the list goes on. Vitamin C, vitamin A. So, the more colors you have, the more nutrients you have. I usually try to eat peppers almost every day. I try to somehow incorporate it into my, my sauteed veggies that I do. They're also good to eat raw. To get the most benefits out of food, you want to eat them at the most natural state that you can find them at, if that makes sense. So uncooked vegetables are actually amazing for you, especially if you can tolerate them. If you can't tolerate them, that means you need a detox, and I'll make a video about that as well. But peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers, orange peppers. I would have had a red pepper, but I just made it this morning. Awesome for water retention. I mean, it's amazing. Anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, good stuff. Then, let's see, what else did I have written down? Ginger is good for water retention. I had talked about that. Cucumber is good for water retention. Celery, pineapple, watermelon. So, water-based fruits are great for flushing your system out of retained water. And I say that because a lot of times our body retains water when we're not drinking enough water. Right? Our body holds on to it because your body's thinking, oh, I don't know when's the next time I'm going to have water. I'm super dehydrated. Let me hold on to the water I have. That way I can make it last because I don't know when I'm going to get water next. That's what water retention primarily is. Now, there's other things that contribute to it as your sodium intake, salt intake, all that stuff. But more so, we're not drinking enough water. So eating water-based fruits actually help flush our body out because we're giving it the water that it wants through fruits. Fruits that have antioxidants in it, fruits that have all these other minerals in it more than what you would get from water. So, it's a win-win situation. So, if you want to look up on Google, water-based fruits, and that list right there, amazing for water retention, absolutely amazing. One of my biggest favorites is, fruit-wise, I have a couple. Kiwis. Kiwi is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well, you can't really see it. This is a hummus container. I love hummus. Kiwi, absolutely amazing for water retention and abdominal bloating. My biggest favorites, limes and lemons. Limes and lemons are absolutely amazing. Now, the funny thing about lemons and limes is that they're acidic before we ingest them, right? But once we ingest them, they turn alkaline in our body, and it helps regulate our system. It helps our skin glow. It helps. There's just so much power in fruits. One of my other favorites for water retention is blueberries. Blueberries are amazing for abdominal bloating, water retention. They're rich in antioxidants, which helps to keep things going smooth. Amazing superfood for sure. Let me see. Did I have anything else written down? Water-based fruits, got that. So those are kind of the things that I eat almost on a daily basis. All day I'm eating fruits and veggies, and it just helps to keep everything together. And I feel my best. My skin glows. I have no skin makeup on right now. I feel amazing. I feel the best I've ever felt in my life. But one thing I do want to stress as well when it comes to abdominal bloating and water retention is drink a lot of water, okay? The average American barely drinks 8 ounces of water a day, okay? And that's horrible for you, especially for your stomach functions. If you're constipated, you're diarrhea, and you're having all these abnormal bowels, a lot of times it has to do with dehydration. So once you see that you're uptaking your water intake, you're going to almost immediately see differences in your body, in your energy, in your mental clarity, in your skin, I mean, the list goes on, okay? So what I drink a day that works for me, I drink a gallon of distilled water a day. Now, I know asking people to drink a gallon a day is like asking them to run a marathon for the first time. I get it. But it is important to get into the habit of really, really uptaking your water intake. Now, distilled water, I will make a separate video on, because I did get a few questions once I posted that on my Instagram of how I've been drinking distilled water, and there is such thing as a distilled water detox that I do highly recommend. So I will make a separate video on the benefits of distilled water and how it's been helping me. But a gallon a day, I drink it. I try to drink a gallon a day. You know, on the days that I don't, I probably have like, you know, this much left if it was, you know, a busy day or whatever. But gallon a day, I love it. I'm not thirsty ever. You know, if you're thirsty, that's your body already telling you that you're dehydrated. So, I mean, I'm never thirsty. That's because my body stays hydrated, because I'm always giving it an endless source of water. So those are my biggest things that have helped me throughout my weight loss journey. What helps me today, every day. You know, with abdominal bloating and keeping your stomach flat, keeping your waist little. You know, I'll go into more detail in other videos and better quality, but this was kind of just throwing it out there for everybody. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message. Thanks for watching, guys.